Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have another really kind of big PlayStation announcement that actually was snuck on in throughout today, and I want to go talk about this because it also goes and ties into some really good, really also cheaper games you have a chance to go and basically be a part of, but as well as also a bigger game catalog, and on top of that too, something we haven't really seen when it comes to consoles, and as well, it's just some good future news, and as well, it also kind of feeds into a lot of the acquisition talks too, as well, like just a lot of stuff. There's actually, in my opinion, at least some pretty big news, and some pretty big things to go and talk about. So let's go and talk about it. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below, the Weeble and Coinbase down below, and pretty much the Twitter giveaway down below, and loads of fun news to go and follow. So if you guys missed it, I maybe say go check it out. We'll cover it up really quickly in this video, as we actually have an official announcement earlier on today when it came to the PlayStation and brand new PlayStation Plus tiers and games and all of that. Now, this video is not necessarily fully dedicated to that because we kind of pretty much covered it as the earlier video, but if you guys missed it, essentially, PlayStation Plus has their 3 different tiers. It's rolling out super soon. We're seeing a lot more news when it comes to it, and basically at the end of the day, we're just seeing like a lot of more good features. But a lot of people keep on kind of comparing it to the Game Pass, and as well, like it's always the PlayStation versus the Xbox. It's always the big debate. But when it comes to all that, we're kind of seeing a little more skepticism when it came to it. But with this, we actually have kind of a cool news going on when it came from Ubisoft. So if you guys don't know, Ubisoft is, well, a pretty big company. I'm sure you guys know a lot of games like Assassin's Creed, or like The Crew, or maybe, you know, like Trackmania, or maybe The Division, or maybe Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, like Far Cry. There's a lot of really big name games that Ubisoft has been involved with throughout the years. And they actually have this one own proper program too as well called Ubisoft Plus. And with this, we have the official announcement, as you guys can see, this is on news.ubisoft.com itself over here, that Ubisoft Plus is now officially coming to PlayStation. So let's go and talk about this, because this to me is actually some pretty big news in terms of like both on the acquisition side, deal side, but as well just for good for people on console. Now, I've had access to Ubisoft Plus for quite some time, and I'm definitely one of those people where I'll pay the $15, play, and these also do have day one releases. So this is basically like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Came out, you could play throughout the entire month for the $15 or whatever price point it is for Ubisoft Plus, or same with other various games too as well. Things say Watch Dogs. If you want to go pay the money for it, you're able to go and just play the entire game for the year. It's kind of like Game Pass, where if the game is there, you're able to go and, well, basically play it. This kind of goes for the whole entire catalog too as well. But as you guys can read in the very first line, and this is huge, Ubisoft Plus will come to PlayStation in the future, bringing access to more than 100 titles, additional content packs, and rewards to the platform. The subscription service is currently available on PC, Stadia, and Amazon Luna, offering players day one releases, classic games, and premium editions, and ultimately will be available on PlayStation and Xbox. So, big news. So, I guess as I mentioned, this is kind of like a good combination, double whammy, both on PlayStation side and Xbox side. When it comes to this, that basically means that if you guys want to, and we're not sure exactly if it's going to be tying in more on PS Plus and Game Pass, like maybe they just have like a combination of the both, or maybe if they're a part of it, then maybe PlayStation pays them $1 per subscriber and just kind of gives them a cut with that, or same thing with Xbox too as well with Game Pass to kind of maybe bolster up both their systems, or as well it may just be their own individual offerings when it comes to the consoles. So, I'm not 100% sure exactly how they're going to want to do it, because as you guys can even read through the message itself, it says in the future, so obviously we'll have more news, another press announcement, more information with it, you know, as time kind of goes on. But as of right this second, this is huge. So first and foremost, as I mentioned, Ubisoft Plus has been a pretty good deal. Like for me up on PC, I've utilized it. I'm usually one of those people I'll get a brand new game comes out, say Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'll go get the subscription for 1 or 2 months, try my best to beat the game, maybe check out like another game if I was intrigued on it, say like Trackmania or whatever. And then after that's all done, I'll probably just go and cancel it, which is just kind of, I feel like how a lot of people even do, say for Game Pass or whatever, which is fine. I think the game companies usually just expect that or used to it, or maybe they hope you kind of have a few extra months. But with it now coming to console, that actually does open up a lot more bigger and better windows for people to, number one, save money, but also number two, check out new releases, and number three, might also incentivize the PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass, as we mentioned before. So for this one, as you guys can even see, like, the list of some games you've had a chance to see, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, For Honor, The Crew, Child of Light, Eagle Flight, Far Cry, and all these other various games too mixed on in. But the one big thing is this is also in combination of a part 2, which we kind of covered on the earlier video. I do think the Ubisoft news is a little bit more bigger for the Ubisoft Plus, because this is like an actual thing that people will utilize. Like, this is actually, like, nice. You know, even though I have to go verify my age apparently for that. But basically for this one, Ubisoft will also reveal that beginning on May 24th, it will launch a new Ubisoft Plus subscription for PlayStation Plus called Ubisoft Plus Classics. Ubisoft Plus Classics on PlayStation is a curated selection of popular games, including top-selling Assassin's Creed Valhalla, The Division, and For Honor, as well as beloved classic games like Child of Light, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Watch Dogs, Werewolves Within, and more. The Ubisoft Plus Classics catalog for PlayStation Plus will launch with 27 titles and will grow to 50 by the end of 2022, and then check out the confirmed Day 1 games. So this is all in regards, I believe, with PlayStation Plus. So this is why we're kind of like speculating on the side for either Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus in the highest tiers, because as I mentioned, there's always that chance that Ubisoft maybe isn't even really doing that good. There's always that chance with it. So they're trying their best to maybe go and sell out portions of their subscription services. So let's go and say like, hey, we'll give you, sorry. So that's just how I was surprised I'm on such a big deal. But when it comes to that, maybe it kind of goes to show that, say, like, hey, we'll give you like $5 million a month, and then we get like a portion for, like, you know, additional people downloading, just kind of making our services for PS Plus or Game Pass slightly better. You know, as that kind of puts together, it would make sense. We've seen kind of like a partial, like, I guess, revenue share for these kind of big businesses where, say, you have like Fortnite, and Fortnite has big leverage. So they'll be like, yeah, we'll go on all your stuff. We want to have like a 1%, 5%, 3%, you know, whatever business it would be. Same thing as you guys can maybe see for, say, like Epic Games, where sometimes they'll be like, yeah, we'll give you $20 million. Go and make your game exclusive to our place for, let's say, a year, or, you know, stuff like that. Game Pass games are buying out studios. So whenever like the actual incentive is there, like monetarily incentive is there, a lot of these companies are always kind of down just to say, sure, why not? And that's why we're kind of intrigued, because as of right now, as I mentioned, it doesn't necessarily say exactly how they're going to be formatting it. So as of right now, you can literally just go on Ubisoft Plus on PC and pay the $15, and you have access to every game, like including Day 1 games. So that's why I'm kind of curious, because they already have the Ubisoft Plus Classics tied in with PlayStation Plus as the announcement earlier on today. But as of right this second, Ubisoft Plus is, just like I said, not available on the consoles. So will it be tied in with the subscription services? Will it be its own individual subscription? It will be cheaper possibly for console? And a lot of this stuff is, I guess, just stuff we'll figure out as time goes on. But I do think this is a really big and intriguing concept. And as well, this also does, once again, either both close or open, depending on your perspectives, on the next acquisition. Ubisoft has especially been like somewhat intrigued on wanting to go and be bought out and basically, you know, have people go and will buy them, and or at least have a big proper industry combination. So with this, with them both working with PlayStation, it does kind of seem like the PlayStation's getting a slightly better deal, mainly because they have like the Ubisoft Classic, as you guys can see, and they're also working closely with PlayStation. So that also kind of feels, once again, a little bit more of the acquisition, where if you guys have a chance to see it, the acquisition of PlayStation wanted to buy out Ubisoft, which is only a few $billion. I mean, I know only, but there actually would be a lot of merit with it, because they do have a lot of big selling games that do very well on PlayStation. For example, Assassin's Creed Valhalla has still done phenomenal, and also does have a lot of these same live services that we kept on hearing PlayStation want to get more into. I think games like the Fortnite and Bungie, which explains the Bungie acquisition. So there is still like a lot of murmurs and rumors going on that Ubisoft might just be completely bought on out. And in all honesty, I would be very more intrigued to want to go update my PlayStation Plus subscriptions to the higher tiers if Ubisoft Plus was also included. So let's say for the highest tier, which is maybe like the $19 a month tier, I mean, in theory, I'd maybe be down to upgrade that whenever there's a brand new game like an Assassin's Creed, the next one, or like a brand new AAA game I feel like playing comes on out. Maybe I'd be more incentivized to just pay $20 on, you know, PlayStation, like the Extreme Edition, versus $15 in Ubisoft Plus if I already have my PlayStation Plus subscription. So there is like some merit and some potential there, and right now I think that's the biggest like critique, is that the highest tier PlayStation Plus is just not really worth it. And I mean, even cool, it's cool to have these old school games, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, we want something new and fresh. Like, no one wants to really go and play first Watch Dogs that's like 7 years old at this point. So basically with Ubisoft Classics, we're providing PlayStation players another way to enjoy Ubisoft games on their consoles, and this is why we find it very intriguing with their partnership. And once again, to wind down the video, this is just the beginning as we ultimately make Ubisoft Plus available to PlayStation owners, as we continue to build our vision and provide players with more options to access their favorite games wherever they are. So this is really, really intriguing on this one too, because they keep on saying there's going to be more coming, so I can't wait to see if there's going to be more acquisitions or more try-ins too with the Ubisoft Plus, with PlayStation Plus, or just on PlayStation itself in the general, or even Game Pass. So give me your thoughts and comments down below, and as well, thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream down below, the Weeble and Coinbase down below, and as well the Twitter giveaway down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up in the next one.